Who out there? We'll start off giving praises to the Most High, giving blessings, glory, honor, and power be to Him that sits upon the throne and to the Lamb. All right. Today we're going to elaborate on what we were talking about, and Salakia out there, because I've been down for a couple of days with the weather change, but I'm back. So we're gonna just get straight to it. All right, now go to Acts 1. And now before I tell you what verse we're gonna go to, we're gonna just recap on what we were talking about. We were talking about how Yahushua, on the last video, Yahushua, who is known to the world as Jesus, he is supposed to be returning in the cloud with the rainbow around the sun. And I showed y'all pictures. Of exactly what that looked like. So I hope y'all actually got that. Yeah, I'm gonna use the camera to fix my meter real quick. Like, it's been a long day. Recuperating from all kinds of stuff and bouncing right back. But anyways, we live. All right. Somewhat. All right. Okay, yeah. So we talk about the rainbow that appears in the sun. The rainbow is the glory. His throne is the sun. So we're gonna go now to we're gonna elaborate a little bit more on that now in the New Testament. We're gonna go to Acts 1 and 9. Let me give y'all time to get there. Yeah, there? All right, he says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up in a cloud, received him up out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly up to heaven, as he went, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, Yahuwah salvation, Yahuwah existing as salvation, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall also come, even as ye have seen him go into heaven. And that was in the Matthew Bible, but it's the same thing in the King James. And Salaki out there, I'm just letting you guys know, Israel. I read out of the Matthew's Bible. It's just better. It's closest to being untampered with. You got to check it out for yourself. It's a good treat. You're missing out. All right, but yeah. So he tells them, he's like, why are you gazing up in the sky? He said, you see him just got received in the cloud. It's the same way that he's going to show back up. The last thing that they seen him leave in was a cloud. They didn't say riding upon the cloud. He was received into the cloud. Right? Right? So now we're going to go to 2 Thessalonians 1 and 4. It said what it said. There was no further needed any more elaboration to it. So we're going to go to the next point. This is the facts that he has shown up, and he's shown up and he's watching us. Check this out. 2 Thessalonians. We have 1 again. 1 and 4. We'll start at 4. We'll read all the way down. It says, so that we ourselves glory in you, in the churches of the Most High, for your patience. That was blaring. I didn't want to have to keep yelling. All right. We'll start at the top. 4. So that we ourselves glory in you, in the churches or in the congregations of the Most High, for your patience and faith in all your persecutions and tribulations that ye endure, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of the Most High, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of the Most High, for which ye also suffer. So yeah, like they say, no pain, no gain. It costs to be the boss. That's what Paul's saying. That's what he's saying. We take all that, put it down onto modern term. It costs to be the boss. No pain, no gain. Nothing comes good. Nothing that is good comes easy. You heard those terms in your life. They exist because they're true. And that same thing applies with the kingdom. Carry on. He said, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. He said, what? It is righteous. So when he says he's going to bring forth righteousness, he's talking about tribulation. Recompensing tribulation to people that troubled the Israelites. That is righteous. If you don't think that is righteous, you believe in a different God. No, Christianity, that's yours. Do your Christmas, worship the white Jesus. Don't show up around here though. But the Most High, this one in this book don't need none of that. He ain't that dude. He don't need none of that. He don't need none of that. This God, it's righteous for him to recompense things that people have been troubling to a nation of people. There's a whole separate nationality of people that have been troubling another nationality of people. Well, there's a whole set of other nationalities of people have been troubling one set of nationality of people.
Confederation.
Yeah.
Confederation.
Psalms 83.
A confederation against one nationality.
You know what I mean? One nationality. That already should already ring off you know what I mean? That should already light a light bulb in somebody's head right there.
Not multiple, just one.
Yeah. You're like, why does everybody hate these people? You're like, what country have they took over? None. You're like, wait, what? What race have they raped out of their existence? None. You're like, wait a minute. Why is everybody shaking hands with this ghoul? He's done all them things. Because everybody else is wicked. The Most High has made people wicked. In a house, there is a vessel for honor, and there's a vessel for dishonor. That's scripture. In a great house, there's the vessels made for honor, and there are vessels made for dishonor. Think about it. A couch made for honor. but a toilet brush. It's made for dishonor. A trash can. Yay, yay. And then he says, we have 7. And to you who are troubled, rest with us. When the King, Yahweh Shai, shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. You hear that? Shall be revealed from heaven. This is a sign that they're talking about, a revealing. Watch. With his angels. We're gonna get to it. Said in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the good tidings of our King Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So he's going to be already revealed when this is already happening. We're not reading into it. We're reading it. It literally says, in flaming fire, taking vengeance, all one verse, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the good tidings of our King Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Most High. That means they're in the presence of him at a particular time. Correct? To be taken out of somebody's presence, you have to be brought into it first, right? And from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints, and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed. You hear this? Move back it up. When he shall come to be glorified in his saints, and be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day. In that day that he showed up, we're still preaching.
Same day.
That day is considered to them the moment we will call. That very moment. And yeah, we wouldn't be talking about when we say like, man, and at that moment in our life, things changed and I got rich. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're not saying that specific day and hour, but at this phase of the story, this is what's happening. You know what I mean? That was a good question because that elaborated more. You know?
Yeah.
He said, wherefore, 11. Wherefore also we pray always for you, that our ALAHAYAH would count you worthy of his calling and fulfill all the good pleasures of his goodness. So this is something that we do got to pray for. You know what I mean? We got to get that in our prayers to pray for these people to be counted worthy for certain people, man. You know what I mean? When people are giving, you know what I mean, you some strife on believing or starting to kind of second guess your sanity. You know what I mean?
Question your faith because what you
Yeah, or try to identify you with some type of internet cult.
Label you.
Yeah.
Categorize you.
You know what I mean?
Sit there and
like,
try
you know
to,
what I mean?
Associate you with a certain preference of people.
And if I didn't mention it before, you know what I mean? It's not off topic, but it's kind of. But don't ever think that the same people that actually made, you know what I mean, like really systematically make sure we don't know how to read and write, actually like perceive the book in a correct manner. Don't ever think that those people stop doing their jobs. You don't think one of the biggest movements on planet Earth and white man ain't got their hand in it.
They run her.
Oh yeah, you go check up some 501c3. You got some niggas out there that bold enough to not even use it. You know what I mean? They just out there just tampering. But
What's 501c3? They judges.
that's a 501c3 is actually a tax document that you write with the government. Yeah, you sign up. You signing up with the devil. It's the churches. All churches got a 501c3. That's how they can get all those donations, because they ain't got to show where they're using the money. But if you read Maccabees, you'll find out that they have to spend it. They have to spend it. That's how they sacrifice to Hercules. They got to spend it on other things. All right, but we was at 11. Wherefore, also we pray always for you, that our ALAHAYAH will count you worthy of this calling and fulfill all the good pleasure of his goodness. So not everybody is worth this. Not everybody can even get this, man. If you don't pick this up, it ain't even for you. Good job. All right. Run off and scoff it off. I'm glad. Both sides glad. You're like, you're not worthy anyways. You wasn't supposed to. But though, man, anybody out there that's actually picking this up, hey, this is it. You worthy. He said, and the work of the faith with power, that the name of our King, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, shall be glorified in you. Back it up. That the reputation of our King, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, may be glorified in you, and ye in him, according to the grace of our ALAHAYAH, our Abba, and the King Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. So you feel me? This is something that's going to be happening through Yahweh Shah. I mean, Yahweh Shah is going to be working through us. My bad. I like it. Yahweh Shah is going to be glorified. His reputation, his walks, his ways is going to be glorified through us when he returns. So these people can see it. There's still going to be some people that's not even counted worthy to believe it when he shows up. So how could he show up and there's going to be some people that's not counted worthy to believe? He's sitting right there in the crowd. What's not to believe? You know what I'm saying? Like the scenario where everybody's saying, you know what I'm saying, with the 1,000 babies all around him and everything, and he's coming out the cloud, the sun behind him. Like Christianity kind of had an idea of what was really supposed to be happening. They just didn't really know. When you read it, it sounds like he is supposed to be showing up some type of way in the cloud, you know.
Or they knew. They just twisted it up.
Well, they think, you know what I mean? They never had to. Daniel had to close the book up.
Yeah, he had to seal it.
Yeah, he had to seal the book. So they were just going off of it. You know what I'm saying? They were basing it off of the time at hand. You know what I mean?
Just like it all was.
Like, look, we done found us some niggas. Like, what? Them Hebrews? Like, that's the Hebrews. Like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
Like, ain't people supposed to be able to like get down on them? Like, if they are not rocking with their Most High, right? Like, yeah. Look at that dude over there. I already know he wrong. You know what I mean? I think we got us a new slave race. How do you know? Their book says it. My great grandpa was a great grandson of Esau. What you talking?
That's exactly what they went through.
Yeah, like what you talking?
That's exactly
We know about you.
That's the one.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they felt. Like, yeah, you Negroes, we know about you.
I was walking across the street today. There was a white, he was a crossbar dude. I just said, hey, Esau. I was like, Esau. He's like, yep.
Then you was with me. Remember taking Zariah home from school? I mean, Kehlani home from school?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I said, hey, Esau. Yep.
Yeah, I be calling them Esau too, and I be seeing them at the gas station.
And they know it.
They don't say anything. Just look at me. I'll be like, or I'll be like, yeah, right on Esau. They like, right on. I'm like, I don't think he really caught it, because I'm putting it in real smooth. You know what I mean? But like, hey Esau, how you doing today, Esau? You know, I'm gonna have to pull that one.
They know who they are. They know. And put it this way,
Check it
they
out.
don't know who they are. They know exactly who we are.
Go to Psalms 102. Everybody knows who we are. We're the only people that don't know who we are. Everybody knows who we are. Only people that don't know who we are is us and like Mexicans. Mexicans don't know who we are. They just despise us because they jumping on the bandwagon. They jump on the bandwagon about everything. They a bandwagon type of people. I'm not clowning them. I'm just telling you, that's just what they do.
Where you going?
They don't mind bandwagon.
Well, that's what we doing.
That's what
That's them.
Is that what was happening? Yeah, is that what was happening? Like, all right.
Man, let you know about that one scripture. If I was to be sent to them, I wouldn't have no. Put it this way, if they were the real people, he wouldn't have this problem that he's having with us. They would have no problem. Look how quick they grasp on to this idol Mary that the Bible never even says to worship.
Yeah.
You can ask them, hey, where does it say in the Bible? It doesn't say it, but this is my faith.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
What
you know
kind of answer is that?
They got, you know what I mean? They got to go down too. The whole, you know what I mean? As a race, they got to go. But the strangers that's joined, you accept it, man. You better get in when the getting is good. Because we over here on the truth, and yeah, we got open vacancy in the kingdom for those who ain't related to blood. So just show up, man, and come at us in the right way, man. You know, you gotta let go of all that stuff that you guys feel about.
Let go of that racism.
Yeah, you gotta let go of that stuff you gotta be feeling about us in the secrets, and when y'all get amongst, you know what I mean? When you get mad or when you get amongst your people and stuff, man, that stuff ain't cool.
Hatred.
The animosity.
Okay, I've been around enough Mexicans, and none, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to get off topic, but none of them Hebrew Israelite camps is talking about how, like, they be talking about like Mexicans and this and that, and you be like, wait a minute, y'all in places where Mexicans are not even at. Y'all be up in there like Baltimore and Massachusetts and stuff. They ain't no Mexicans like that. Like, come out here to Cali. They jumping on us. Y'all don't know about watching black people. You ain't never seen 5 of your people get whooped down by 200 Mexicans and whites. They click up together and jump you. They don't know nothing about seeing them jumping on blacks when it's 40 Mexicans and whites, and there's 6 blacks, but the population of blacks rose up to 8. And now they say we need to do something about that. Do something about what? Oh, next fight breakout. I'm talking about between 40 Mexicans and whites against 8 blacks, just to try to instill and distill fear and to de-escalate any type of thoughts of rising up and running anything. It's like they confederate against you.
And the whole thing about it is the guards, the jail, the entire system that you locked in and under is promoting this.
Yeah. And these niggas got a lot of nerve sitting up in here trying to fucking clown on YouTube with these stupid little charts. They look like 5-year-olds made them. I'm like, y'all ain't got no artistic ability by now.
They might as well add the 13th tribe.
Yeah, put the 13th tribe on there. Matter of fact, let's put Mars on there too. Let's say the promised land is on another planet now. Man. Because they ain't sticking to nothing.
That's what they were saying, though, remember?
Something's coming
out. Yeah, they talking about like some spaceship. Yeah, so it's like, all right.
That's Mars. Due to my research and calculations in the book, they talking about Mars is floating my way. Like, no, come on, man. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm just
you guys are just grasping for straws.
They don't know the scriptures and they desperately reading through the Bible. But since they got this false doctrine perpetuating through their mind, they ain't gonna be able to rise in power. I'm talking about right here. They're not. It's because you're not responsible.
That's what everybody wants to when it comes down to it.
You need to be able to be responsible. You got to be able to actually look at this book for real. Stop playing. You're gonna pick up a 60-year-old doctrine and try to do something with it. It's 60 years old. It was before the internet. Nobody had no knowledge of anything else that was going on the other side of the world unless you went to college. Why are you like so honed in on just keeping this stupid? Like I'm trying to tell you, it's like just one solid doctrine without any alleviation.
The New Testament.
When they was already prophesying about the end of the world, these same dudes were prophesying about the end of the world in 2012. Was it 2012?
The Mayan calendar.
Yeah. They're sitting around 2012 or 2000. They were one of them guys.
Probably
both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now they're saying something else.
Now they're talking about any day.
Yeah.
Well, that's the new thing now.
That's the new one now. Any day. And then it's gonna be like how shy, like boom. Like that in places, killing everybody. Dead bodies.
Judgment everywhere.
Yeah.
What we're dealing with.
That's why this right here lets you know. Scriptures know. Like when it says that, you know what I'm saying, basically like how the whole world's gonna sin. It doesn't really say that.
From the east to the west, how can the whole world sin from the east to the west if we're on a damn ball?
Well,
Think about it.
The sun goes from the east to the west. The sun is the throne. The sun
I know.
is the throne. That's his throne. What he sits on. When Ezekiel was seeing, when Ezekiel looked up and saw that, first he looked up at the sky. Then he saw the firmament. So what he really saw was what's really there. That's what it was.
Yeah, I just got news right
And
now.
then he looked up at the sun.
I just got news right now that George H.W. Bush died.
Good. All praise to the Most High. And then all praise to the Most High.
What happens?
One less demonic reincarnated slave cracker.
Man, slave owner for real, for real.
Man, he about to be one of the little tormented babies. He gonna have to see this.
Dies at 94.
Yeah.
He probably just bounced back as some little wicked little baby and oil there.
All praise to the Most High. That's the time to rejoice. I drink to that.
Yeah, because when your slave owner's house catches on fire, then you supposed to pray for a win.
He just now said that Joe Bush, that demonic cracker, goodbye. Yeah. Good riddance. Burn in hell. Now, back to doing what I was actually doing. Let's go to Psalms 102.
Yeah.
Now watch this. Watch this.
102?
Yeah. Psalms 102. Back to doing exactly what I was doing. All right. Yeah, 16. He says, when Yahuwah shall build up Zion, he shall appear in his glory. He's building us up now. And that's when he will appear in his glory.
In us.
Yes. And that glory is his reputation being shown in us.
Yeah.
You see that?
That's how you gonna know he's here.
Yes. It's why when you see that rainbow,
like
when you see that rainbow.
Man, this nigga's not gang banging no more. So him.
You hear that? Look at. He says he will regard the prayer of the destitute and not despise their prayer. This shall be written for the generation to come. This ain't written for everybody. This wasn't written for anybody before this. It was written for that generation that comes at that time.
This shall be written for the generation to
come. And the people which shall be created shall praise Yahuwah. And we are the people that's being created.
Oh, all praise to the Most High.
We are losing our African American false identity. And now we are emerging into an identity that people don't even know about. They don't know nothing about Hebrew. They call it Black Hebrew, Israelite, cultic, weird, what is it? They said identity extremists or something. Oh man, they even lost their minds.
Identity extremists.
Yeah.
Wow.
And my 3-year-old son, I didn't even tell him nothing about it. He keep on play. He want to come back and hang out with the Hebrews. I didn't even tell him that all this custody. He just got that out of the prayer that Ox said over the food that we ate the other day.
Yeah, that's tight.
Because he knows, like, that's what I do at the house. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh,
yeah, and he said
I'm not the only one.
He said he gonna raise the kids, and they're gonna be like that too.
Man,
yeah, it's gonna be us and our kids that's gonna be picking this up. For real.
Yeah.
We had 19. He says, "For he has looked down from the height of his sanctuary. From the heaven did Yahuwah behold the earth, riding around on the sun, to hear the groanings of the prisoner, to loose those that are appointed to death." You see that? So when he showed up, listen, he shows up. Check this out. He shows up, and he's checking everything out. He doesn't show up and just disrupt and blow the whole spot, tip everybody off, start trying to falsely repent. No, that's not like keep it real. If you ask me, like, okay, if that's the way the story goes, I'm like, that sounds cool. But if you ask me, I can even do it even better then. What I would do is I would show up without them even knowing,
to loose those,
and then I would just check them out, and then be looking at them, and be like, yay, look at all y'all. I'm like, y'all don't even know this. I'm like, so I know that I ain't better than the Most High.
Like say when they say right here,
that's what the scripture's saying.
To loose those appointed to death. That's the people that was going to be lost. The awakening.
Yes.
We was appointed to the people that was asleep.
We are the people that's appointed to death.
He woke us up. He released us to that from that.
And he says to declare.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. So to his prisoners, to loose those that are appointed to death, to declare the name of Yahuwah in Zion, and his praise in Jerusalem, when the people are gathered together. You see that? Listen, you go to 21, he says, to declare the name, to declare the reputation of Yahuwah in Zion, that's us, in his praise, and his praise in Jerusalem, that's still us. And now 2 dots, he's going to explain what he's talking about. When the people are gathered together, and the kingdoms to serve Yahuwah. He weakened my strength in my way. He shortened my days. I said, oh, my ALAHAYAH, take me not away in the midst of my days. Thy years are throughout all generations. Of old hast thou laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the work of thy hands. They shall perish, but thou shalt endure. Yeah, all of them wax old like a garment. As a vesture, thou shalt change them, and they shall be changed. But thou art the same, and thy years shall have no end. The children of thy servants shall continue, and their seed shall be established before thee. Their seed shall be established before you. That means we're being planted, watered, sunshine, grown, bearing fruit, all that in front of your house shop when he appears. This is all talking about the appearance. We start at 16. This is all talking about the building up of Zion. And he said that he's going to appear at that time. Not afterwards. During. Get it right, y'all. During. It's not an after. It's a during.
It started off when
Yahweh shall build up Zion, he shall appeal in his
To build up something that's a process. That's already, listen, to build up. To build up. To build up is already talking about, it's admitting to a process.
Yahweh shall build up Zion.
Yeah, not when he had it built.
When Yahweh
Yahuwah.
shall build up Zion, he shall appear in his glory.
Yes. So as he's building this, as we're coming together as a nation, as we're becoming together as a house, as a temple, as one body, we're building us up. Yahushua is watching this, and all this stuff is happening before him. He never changed. This stuff has always been the same. He always have done this. Ezekiel saw this. John the Revelator saw this. This can well be assumed that this was it's safe to assume that this was common knowledge to the Hebrews. They knew this. That's why when the 12 disciples came in and asked him, we covered this in the last video. They asked him, "What is the sign?" They already knew what was up. What is the sign of your coming? They don't. They didn't expect him to show up. Boom, blah 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 blah. They always knew that there was a sign.
Yeah. That's the sign of them coming is us seeing the rainbows in the sun. I seen.
Can somebody pull
Years
up
ago.
rainbow around the sun? So I mean, show people earlier in the
I got
video.
it right here.
Yay!
It's actually in the new Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies.
No,
If you're playing Call of Duty 4 Black Ops Zombies and you look up in the sky, there's a rainbow around the moon.
that's crazy. All right, we're gonna. Well, I ain't doing that right now. That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Word up. Sapphire.
All right, man. So we're gonna read over though. We're gonna read to the next chapter.
C3.
Yeah. He says, "Bless Yahuwah, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless Yahuwah, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all thy iniquities, who heals all thy diseases, who redeems." So check it out, y'all, man. He will forgive you for your iniquities, and he gonna heal you from your diseases, man. These people has been teaching us how to live wickedly, so diseases can take hold of us. This right here is going to keep these diseases off of you. They know that, but you got to know the truth, man. You can't be reading this book praying to a white Jesus. He's not the guy. And you talking about Jesus? That ain't the dude, man. That's Zeus. You got to know what you're doing. If you ain't going to research the words that you're talking about, man, you're just being ignorant. He said, "Who redeems thy life from destruction? Who crowns thee with loving kindness and tender mercies? Who satisfies thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagle."
Whoa.
It says, Yahuwah executes righteousness. And we know what righteousness is, right? We covered the righteousness just now in 1 Thessalonians. Righteousness is when he does judgment to people that's been doing stuff to us.
Man.
And then it says right here,
Righteous.
he said, Yahuwah executes righteousness, 2 dots, and judgment for all that are oppressed. Ain't that the same thing that we just now read? In 2 Thessalonians?
Yes.
He made known his ways unto Moses. He made known his ways unto Moses. He made known his ways unto Moses and his acts unto the children of Israel. He only dealt with them. They're the only people that's been told these laws. So when you're looking at your cousins and whatever, or your friends, and they white and they Mexicans or whatever, y'all half breeds and stuff out there, they ain't getting it. He ain't never talked to them. He's not talking to them.
You ain't never had it bad.
It's like it's not their time to shine. You go check out Mexico. Go check it out. I was watching it today. I was just watching Mexico. I was like, how is Mexico? Typed it in, and everybody's smiling and doing
I
fine.
mean, they got tortillas and papas and eggs every morning.
They said they're proud to be Mexican.
Yeah.
They said they're proud to be Mexican. Man, you ain't gonna see nobody's like you can't realistically say that as a Negro. You're gonna be looking foolish if you don't own anything.
You know none of your people.
Yeah, everybody else is looking at you like they look at you like, oh, okay, you're proud to be black. Good job. But they're looking at you like, well, I don't know why, because they don't have anything. I don't know why they're so proud. They have nothing. They have no say-so. They have no control of anything, of their even in their own areas. They don't have anything. They don't even have in their area.
Most of them don't even got control in their own household.
Most of them can't even go. They got to sneak in and out of their household because of welfare.
Whoa. Can't let the welfare know you live there.
Can't let Section 8 know you live there.
Can't let
You know?
Section 8 know you live there. Nigga, we out. Well, that's very much like that.
Father can't be at the home legally because Section 8 finds out everyone's gonna be on the street.
They want us to grow up with no damn father.
For
Well,
real.
they slick. Come on out.
It says Yahuwah is merciful.
Locking up my pop shit. Locking up, you know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Yeah, man. It's a perpetual system.
What picture? The first picture you ever seen of my dad?
That shit ain't cool, man.
First time you ever seen my dad was what? A mugshot.
That ain't cool though.
Check it out. We're gonna be at 8.
Ain't
He
that
says,
fucked up?
Yahuwah is merciful and gracious, slow to anger and plenteous in mercy. He will not always chide, neither will he keep his anger forever. So he ain't gonna keep going back and forth with these people. He ain't gonna just keep on, and he ain't gonna always just do a little flood here, do a little earthquake there. That's chiding, going back and forth. All right, and he ain't gonna hold this anger forever. Excuse me, where were we? Oh, 10. He said, he has not dealt with us after our sins, nor rewarded us to our iniquities. Because we should be dead for all the stuff we done. We didn't broke most of the laws. When you read the laws, we didn't broke so many of the laws. We could have, each and every last one of us walking around could have been stoned. He said, for as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy toward them that fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us.
All praises to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High for that. Like as a father pities his children, so as Yahuwah pities them that fear him. Who is that them? The Israelites. Moses and the children of Israel. The children of Israel.
Man,
We got to keep the topic. We're still talking about the same individuals that he's talking about. For he knows our frames. See?
It's crazy because
For he knows our frame. He remembers them that are dust. As for man, his days are as grass, as a flower of the field, so he flourishes. For the wind passes over it, and it is gone, and the place thereof shall know it no more. But the mercy of Yahuwah is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children, to such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments to do them. So all you guys are thinking that the laws are done away with? All you guys are thinking that you don't have to do the Shabbat? You Christians, you're going, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You bought yourself into a burning house. You're stupid. You ain't bread enough. You're stupid. You're gone. You're discarded. You ain't gonna make it. You better start waking up. At 18, to keep as to such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments to do them. Yahuwah has prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom rules over all. Bless Yahuwah, his angels that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. What? So now we know what he was talking about when he's saying when he appears with his angels.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
We the angels.
Yeah, we're
The
getting
ones that do the commandments. That's why he says the angel. That's why he says in Revelations, the angels will be blowing the trumpet. Only people that's blowing the trumpet is those the Israelites that's warning the people.
We're getting excellent in strength. Yeah.
We're the ones with the trumpet. Arise, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. How did it go over everybody's head? Everybody's waiting to hear something out of the sky. I'm like, come on, man, that's giveaway.
They're even blowing.
Yeah. I'm like, those are dead giveaways.
Oh yeah, man.
Like, no, we don't need people. We don't need people. Like, we don't need to be rewarding anybody.
I'm feeling today.
Check it out.
Tough, man. I'm ready.
What kind of parent? Like, how high is this parent's integrity? If this parent rewards kids that fool them, that fools him, like this parent is not really on his game, you know? That's not a parent that's on his game. You can't say that this parent got it all on lock.
Yeah, that's a bad parent.
Because when the kids fool him, because only time the kids are being good is when they know he's coming home.
Yeah, message.
What's up?
Marathon. You gonna say Marathon?
Mariah, man, where's the live stream at?
That's you. Who's A.R. Mackey?
Becca.
Oh, Becca.
Oh yeah, I'm right here. My bad. I didn't have the live up.
Oh, Becca's on the stream too.
You said Marathon. Tuned in.
All right. Yeah, man. So I'm going down. He says to keep his commandment, and to those that remember to keep it. To keep his covenant, and to those that remember to keep his commandments. I'm at 19. He says Yahuwah has prepared his throne in the heavens. He has prepared his throne in the heavens, and we already covered it in Isaiah 89. Slovakia in Psalms 89, where the throne, his throne is as the sun. Or is a son. In this book, it says his throne is a son. That's why I stick with this one way better than this one, because this one got too many slanted words and they be changing them slanted words and making it real weird. And I'm like, why am I even dealing with this book like this? Why would this book even be the foundation? This should be like the first step. Like, oh, okay, now I know which route to go. Let me start looking more into some older books that got some more solidified meaning to the real doctrine.
Yeah.
Like in here, it says David is ruddy in the King James, and that opened up the door. I've seen many debates. There were senseless debates. If everybody went off of this, the debate would have been never ever been able to be a topic. It says he's brown. That's simple. It's just that simple. This book is 100 years older than this, so it's just at the end of the day, it's better to go off this. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, or however it goes. All right, we at 20. He says, bless Yahuwah. Yeah, his angels that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. Bless ye Yahuwah, all ye his host, ye ministers of his that do his pleasure. Bless Yahuwah, all his works, in all places of his dominion. Bless Yahuwah, O my soul. We're going to keep going. It says, bless Yahuwah, O my soul. And, oh, Yahuwah, my ALAHAYAH. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who covers thyself with light. who covers thyself with light. That's just as literally as what he's doing with the sun. He's covering himself with the sun. That's what he does. He covers himself with the sun. Like I was saying, I think we got interrupted. Okay, when Ezekiel, I was going to backtrack. When I was talking about Ezekiel, when he first looked up, he saw the sky. Then he saw what was really there. There's a firmament behind that. Right? Really a firmament. It's an intricate designed structure.
So,
Yeah. Then he looked up at the sun. First he saw just a clear light.
yeah.
But then what he saw, as he looked past that, what he saw what was really there was Yahweh sitting on the throne, or Yahweh sitting on the throne with a rainbow all the way around. Yeah. So he saw what was really there. But he saw, you know what I mean? He was seeing.
He didn't see the shine. He didn't see shine and blindness. So he actually seen through that.
Yeah, first thing he saw a clear light. That means straight, bright white.
Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sun. But then
Who stretches
saw
out the heavens like a curtain?
a guy sitting there.
On the throne.
Yeah.
Like a curtain. That's what the sun does.
Yeah, who stretches out
The
the heavens like a curtain, who lies thy beams of his chambers, or who lays thy beams of his chambers in the waters. Who does that? Who does that?
Sun.
The sun.
You was right. Very good.
You see it?
Man.
Who makes the
Who
clouds
makes the
his
clouds
chariot?
his chariot, who walks upon the wings of his wind, who makes his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire. Uh-oh. So you see these spirits of these Mexicans hitting this border all of a sudden out of nowhere. All of a sudden they just got the spirit to come over here and say, fuck it. Excuse my language, but that's exactly what they're saying. They're saying, F it. Screw this. I'm coming over here. We handling it. I don't care if the army sitting up over there. I don't care if y'all got guns that I only seen on video games. You know what I mean?
For real.
They're like, we beefing.
Like this, like you telling us we can't go in our own land.
Putin got the spirit to just show everybody, like, hey, check it out. Like, I can kick your butt. And just showed us a video. Like, let me send you all a video. Check it out. Email that. And just show them, like, straight up show them, like, a missile blowing up Donald Trump's city.
He tired of the Americans.
In Florida. Donald Trump lives in Florida. And Putin showed a missile going to Florida. Boom, blowing it up. You're not supposed to show that. That's a threat in war in the war rules. They got certain rules that they got to do. You know what I mean? And they're not supposed to show any type of specific landmarks. Or they're showing any type of displays or any type of videos of anything, simulations. So when he did that, that was a straight like threat. America, the only thing they did is flew some jets the next day. Oh yeah, this is our response. America really would. This is our response. And I thought they were going to show like some bombs or something too. They showed a jet with like these dying going around in the air. I was like, man, these people, like, are they playing with us? I was like, oh, they just must know ain't nobody watching. I was like, that's all I can consider. I was like, they just must know nobody's really watching. Anybody that actually has a serious mind probably is not watching this. I was like,
Jets doing some circles.
yeah. Okay, that's your response to this guy showing you that he got a missile that goes supersonic speed, and like they can't even track it because it goes so fast. A nuclear missile.
Damn.
It goes so fast and it can go so low and it can maneuver so well that they can't even track it.
Oh. So the eagle finna get shot down.
Yeah. only thing America tried to do after they send it, they gonna keep it going for 6 seconds. and not even at the same speed. Oh, at a fraction of the speed, but only for still 6 seconds.
What are our missiles?
Yeah, America's missiles suck. That's some power shifting. That's the heavens. Powers in the heavens shifting. And it says, we're gonna go down. He says, who makes his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire. That's where all these fires in California and in Colorado is coming from. That's why they be talking about the tornadoes.
Tornadoes?
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Seen them.
Yeah, when outside shows up,
You see his tornado on fire?
when he said he's gonna appear in the cloud and the glory and with the angels. Well,
That's what he
the
meant.
the people that he was speaking this to, they were literate in the scriptures. They knew exactly what he was talking about. They heard this lesson that we're saying before. You know what I'm saying?
They passed this class.
Yeah, they passed this class already. So when he showed up and he started talking to them, they was like, "Word up! Oh, for real? Like no questions need to be asked."
Man.
That's why they didn't ask any questions. And when they did have a question, they asked.
Yeah.
But they didn't have no questions after he dropped that. When he dropped it, he was going to show back up, or how, or the sign. And when he shows back up, and he gave all the scenarios that led up to that point, and he gave up all the ingredients that would be happening at that moment. Then he said, when these things begin to come to pass, know that your time draws near. Including him appearing in the cloud and sun and glory. But these things will come to pass too. And your redemption just draws near still. That means he's still here watching you while you're still in the process of building yourself up into a kingdom. You get it? These camps missed it hard. These church missed it hard. The churches missed it hard. Everybody missed this one real hard. But these ears is blessed I can hear this now, man. Because nobody really knows this.
Nobody knows this, man.
These people they're listening to other people and they're not really, they're just not qualified to be able to read this book and actually interpret it, because they probably got some other stuff going on. If you're still teaching people to have sex with other nationalities, you probably shouldn't, you know what I mean, be the person to really know that, man. You need to be actually, you need to be, you know what I mean, you're already on a certain type of cart. Something's supposed to happen to you already. That's why I said you got to pray for people to be counted worthy of this. To be able to even know what we're talking about. Man. There's people that don't understand what we're talking about. It's not because we ain't saying, we're not elaborating ourselves well enough. You know?
Yeah, I know, because we're saying it clear as day.
Yeah. You're like, how else can I say it? Like, what are you missing? They just, it's something stopping them. And they're not worthy.
They want to do whatever they want.
Yeah, they're not worthy. You were never worth it.
They want to be honest.
No. He says, we have 5. He said, we'll start at 4 again. He said, who makes his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire. His ministers, oh yeah, my bad. Let me back it up. Let me clear this up for everybody. Stop thinking that the word minister means somebody that preaches. Stop thinking that the word minister means that somebody that preaches. Minister means somebody that does service work. Administer. You get it now? The ministers. And it said, who laid the foundation of the earth, that it should not be removed forever. Thou covers it with the deep as with a garment. The waters stood above the mountains. At thy rebuke they fled. At the voice of thy thunder they hasted away. And they go up by the mountains. They go down by the valleys into the place where thou hast found it for them. Thou hast set a bound that they may not pass over. that they turn not again to cover the earth. He sends the springs into the valleys, which run among the hills. They give drink to every beast of the field. The wild asses quenches their thirst. By them shall the fowl of the heaven have their habitation, which sing among the branches. He waters the hills from the chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruits of thy works. He causes the grass to grow for the cattle, the herb for the service of man. He that brings forth food out of the earth, and wine that makes glad the heart of man, and oil to make his face to shine. This is how you make your face shine. This is how you make your face shine. Look. Is there any oil that you know that makes you do this? Yeah. They're not talking about any type of oil to put on your face so you can run around with pimples.
Face shining, makeup.
It's literally talking about, because when you look in this book, I was written about 100 years before this one, before the 1611. Check this out. We had Psalms 1.
Oh, 1-4. 104.
All right.
1:15.
Let me get there. All right. It says, thou bringest food out of the earth. I wonder if y'all can see that. He says, I don't know if I left it up there long enough for y'all, but he said, thou bringest food out of the earth, wine to make the heart of man, to make glad the heart of man, oil to make him a cheerful countenance. Oil to make him a cheerful countenance. That's obviously now talking about some type of oil that he obviously had to like either partake in some way or another, and it changed his countenance.
His face is shining.
His face shined, his countenance changes. You're going to be feeling a lot better. You're not going to be out there doing the crazy things that you be thinking about doing if you had a little bit of calm down.
Some of this oil.
Yeah, you got a lot of people that taking all kinds of crazy medications, and all they really do is just need a little bit of the most high. Yeah, taking opiates, potions. And the Most High is, you know what I mean? He done blessed us with everything. You know what I mean? He ain't no sucker, man. He ain't no error either. He's not stupid. Like he did this.
He made us wine, bread, and oil.
And then and you know and
Man,
when damn.
So we missing it now.
Huh? Yeah, let's finish this up real quick. Yeah, I think I was done with that. Yeah, I was done with that. My bad, y'all. I actually was done with that scripture. I was just trying to show y'all what we actually talked about. The angels and the flaming fire. We was like they're up at 4 and 5. 3, 4, and 5 with 2, 3, 4, and 5. But now we're gonna go to
1611?
no, that little pen already. All right, Colossians 3 and 4. Old Testament. Colossians 3 and 4. Go to Colossians 3 and 4. I had to open it up in both books. So I'm giving y'all time to find it.
New Testament or Old Testament?
New.
Oh, no.
You said Old Testament.
Yeah, it's the order first.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I said that.
Yeah.
I got it.
We got it on live and recorded. I can run that back.
Oh, my bad. Galatians, yeah, I found it. All in the Old Testament.
Colossians.
Colossians.
See, right next to Philippians. Galatians.
We saw that 3-1. He says, Ethan. Yeah, it's out the Philippians.
No, Colossians what? You there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Colossians what?
3.
Whatever.
Colossians 3 and 4. All right. It says, we start at 3 and 1. He said, if ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sits on the right hand of Yahuwah. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. For you are dead, and your life is hid with Hamashiach in Yahuwah. When Hamashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall you also appear with him in glory. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth: fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. Covetousness, which is idolatry. Just wanting is idolatry. That's out of worship, man. Whether you know it or not, nobody cares. The Most High said it. That's what it is. For which things' sake, the wrath of the Most High comes on the children of disobedience. That's why he's saying these things. He's saying these because Yahushua is going to show up. He shows up. He is watching this happen. He's literally showing up in the and that sign is a sign of him dealing with us, and he's here, and he's doing this whole judgment seat thing that everybody's talking about. They know that everybody got to be held in front of. You all got to be in front of the judgment seat. I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm like, yeah, that sounds true. I'm like, but for which we have 6. So for which things' sake, the wrath of the Most High comes on the children of disobedience, in the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them. But now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not to another, seeing that you have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge, after the image of him that created him, where there is neither Greek nor Jew, circumcision nor uncircumcision, barbarian, Scythian, bond nor free, but Hamashiach in all and in all. Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as the Mashiach forgave you, so also do you. And above all these things, put on charity. Above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. And let the peace of the Most High rule in your hearts, to the which also you are called in one body, and be ye thankful. Let the word of Hamashiach dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to Yahuwah, to the King. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the reputation of the King Yahushua Hamashiach, giving thanks to Yahuwah and the Father by him. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as it is fit in the King. Husbands, love your wives, and be not bitter against them. Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well pleasing unto the King. Fathers, provoke not your children to anger, lest they be discouraged. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh. And he's talking about in a congregation, in a teaching scenario. They're not talking about slavery. They're not. This is not a legitimacy for slavery. How people try to take this in Peter's writing and try to say, oh yeah, well that's what they used to beat us and whip us. Like, yeah, this is in the school scenario. This is talking about in this scenario. If you read this before, this is all talking about these people being the teachers. That's why this got devil talk about all these kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Children.
Yeah, women and children and all this stuff. And whatsoever you do, oh my bad, we had 22. Not with eye service as men pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing the Most High. And whatsoever you do, do it heartedly, as to Yahuwah, and not unto men, knowing that of the King. My bad, back it up. I said Yahuwah. We had 23. And whatsoever you do, do it heartedly, as to the King, and not unto men, knowing that of the King ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance. For ye shall serve the King Hamashiach. But he that does wrong shall receive for the wrong which he has done. And there is no respect of persons. Because this is all going down in front of him. This is a warning. He's warning you. When he shows up, he's going to be watching you. So get all this part in order. That's exactly what this was all about. He wasn't just speaking in the air. He wasn't talking about do this before he shows up. He's like, no, when you guys are waking up, that's when he, like, you don't think that there was something that's going to come with your guys' waking up? You didn't think that there wasn't going to be a sign that comes with the awakening? Oh, this is one of the most greatest things in the world. This is the most greatest time on the planet Earth. You best believe it. Like he said, they ain't going to talk about the first Exodus no more.
Man. After he does,
we only at the beginning.
After he does with us,
yeah.
Ain't talking about Egypt no more.
They ain't gonna be talking about the first Exodus no more. That ain't gonna be a hot story. Like, tell me the better one. What's the better story the second time? Like, yeah, that was a better story. That was real dope. Rainbows showed up around the sun. Crazy Negroes and started waking up talking like scholars.
Shocking the world.
All right. Well, yeah, that was the end of the sermon, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I ended every sermon with Daniel 12. Yeah, so it's a lot here, y'all, you know what I'm saying, for me to having this, you know, say this one being a little bit shorter, but honestly, man, you know, I'm pushing it out. It was a long week, man. I still got to recuperate fully. But you know what I'm saying? I could not partake in the Shabbat. I had to get out there. So we're gonna go to Daniel.
Jeremiah, Ezekiel.
Daniel 12. He said, I'm at 8. He says, Daniel 12 and 8. And I heard, but I understood not. Then I said, oh my Yah, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. All praises to the Most High, giving blessings, honor, glory, and power be to him that sits upon the throne and to the Lamb forever and ever. Worthy was the Lamb that was slain. Receive dominion. Mount Maranatha. Pray for Shalom.